Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome, welcome. Ah. Welcome, welcome. How was your day today? Today I woke up pretty late. I couldn't really sleep, so yeah. Aside from the 3-degree weather, yeah. Hmm. Ah. I wonder why it gets so cold. Today, the weather has been on my area has been very frost. That's a good question. Let me look it up. Frost. It's close, but not quite. Let me see if I can find the exact thing I was mentioning last time. I know the word in Spanish, but I don't know the name in English. Let me see, what's... this? Is this the correct term? Okay, in English, the name of this thing in Spanish is called aguanieve. The literal translation to English would be water snow, but I use a translator and it seems to refer it to a sleet. Yeah. Maybe sleet is not quite correct either. Maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, for example, I can show this. It really has not much information in English. Let me see. This is a slit. It doesn't really have much information in Wikipedia. The look of slit is a bit more telling, but it's not exactly what I saw. It's a mix of water and snow. It's not hell per se. This is the closest image I see that is close to what I saw. Yeah, that would be frost. In my case, it's like snow mixed with water. For example, if you grab a glass of water and fill it halfway with water and the other half with snow and mix it together, that would be kinda the type of thing I saw. And you just throw that into the ground and that would be the consistency. Yeah. This one right here is the one that is the closest. Yeah, apparently it's called slit, but it doesn't quite match my memory of what I saw. It's like half melted snow. It's not hail because it didn't rain down. It was closer to snow than to hail, but it was like in a midway point between snow and normal rain. Yeah. That's the most the closest thing to snowing that we had here. We have seen hail, quite a lot of hail, but not snow. Yeah. Yeah, none of these pictures quite capture the kind of thing I saw. Yeah. This one from inside a car is actually pretty close. It looks a little bit like snow, but it's still kinda liquid. Yeah. Yep. Well, it was cold, but not overly cold. It was like standing in front of a open freezer. Yeah. It was not like really, really, really cold or anything. Yeah, that's the closest thing to snow we had gotten here. Aside from that, we got a lot of hail, and pretty much that's it. I would say it would be around somewhere between -4 Celsius and +4 Celsius. Yeah, because the rain fell like cold water, but it wasn't like ice cold. Yeah. But then again, it didn't last long. It was like for around maybe an hour or something like that. And then the temperature returned to normal. Here where I am, let me check. Can I see it here? Yeah. Temperatures on these dates are about kind of stable between 20 degrees, from 20 degrees to 30 degrees right now. So it's pretty stable. Maybe a little bit hot. Yeah. Yeah, and there is a Spy Rabbit getting cooked alive. Yeah. Yeah, the temperature here is pretty stable. Maybe it's because we are in like a point where I'm surrounded by mountains, so I get protected from both heat waves and cold fronts. They kinda just smash against the mountains and kinda stabilize. Yeah. Usually around this time of the year, here between July and September, there is a lot of rain. This year there has been barely any rain. It's been very unstable. Mainly I get like threats of rain where the sky turns dark. Then the wind starts to pick up and the air becomes cold. And within 30 minutes or an hour, the sky is clear again and there is plenty of sun. Then 2 or 3 hours later, again the sky is dark and it rains for 10 minutes, a very, very light rain, and then it goes away and the sun is back, and then it gets cloudy again, the wind picks up, and then the sky is clear again. It's very inconvenient because that means if you need to, for example, dry clothes outside, you can never really tell if it's going to rain or not. Yeah. It's annoying. And then because this city was built by someone who didn't quite understood how cities were supposed to be built. There are a couple of streets that were previously rivers that get flooded all the time each time it rains, which is obvious. It was previously a river. What did you think? It was a good idea to make it a street? Yeah. It's actually very easy to tell that the area is going to flood just by walking around for an hour. You can start to see that all the streets kinda lean towards the street you're walking on, and the street is on a lower elevation than the buildings. You see that the ground is wobbly, that the street is not quite straight. There is indications of sinkholes or cracked pavements. So there is a lot of easy tells that tells you this place is going to flood when it rains. Yeah, no, here, those streets in particular start to get flooded with just about maybe 1 or 2 hours of rain, of constant, a good nice storm. Yeah. And it's very easy to tell where it's going to get flooded. Well, I don't know. I haven't really checked the cost of buildings in other cities, to tell you the truth. Yeah. Yeah. My friends and I, every time the rainy season arrives, we start making bets where it's going to flood first. We also call some places, instead of park blah blah blah, we call it the blah 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 lake because we know it's going to get flooded. Instead of calling it an avenue, we call it the river. We name a few lakes out of the business nearby, like Walmart Lake. Yeah. Yeah. There are a few tunnels in the city that also get flooded, which is pretty scary. Yeah. If you know how to tell the signs, is it very easy to know where to go and where you should not go when it's raining? I don't even know why people get stuck in the rain. The things where the people just try to cross the flooded street with their car and get stranded. It happens a little bit too often here. It's so easy to tell when a street is going to flood. Yeah. Yeah, there have been, I believe, this year in my area. Well, not exactly in my area, in this state. A girl, I suppose she drowned. They haven't found her body yet. She tried to cross a flooded street with a pickup truck, and the flow of the water was too strong and dragged the pickup off, and she was thrown into a river. They found the truck, but they have not found the girl. Yeah. It depends. If you know what the issue is and what it is, and you know it happens every year, at some points I believe that people are just plain stupid, and those deaths, literally I cannot really justify it in my head. I feel like that's just plain natural selection. Yeah. There are a few things that you can do when you are, for example, yeah, that kind of stuff. Indeed. Like the guy walking off to a ledge to take a selfie. Yeah. That kind of cases, I say, well, that's natural selection for you. By the way, if you ever find yourself in a car, in a vehicle, being dragged by a strong current, and the water is floating inside the vehicle. One thing you can do is wait for the cabin of the vehicle to fill to, I don't know, 75 to 80% of water. At that point, you should be able to open the door. There is no longer pressure because the pressure got even out with the outside. Also, try not to try to push the door against the current. Open the other side. That way you can get out. Yeah. When you get out, don't swim against the current. Swim in parallel. Let the current drag you, and you just make sure to get close to the edges. Don't bother try to fight in the current. It's not going to work. So swim in direct parallel or in favor of the current to get to an edge. Yeah. Yes, but then again, you need to be very careful if you are swimming in that kind of current, because the current usually drags rocks, branches, and other trash that can literally beat you to death within the water. So trying to not to be on the center of the of the river. So priority, yeah, breathing is important, but mind the avalanche of trash coming your way. Yeah. Also, if you see that you cannot probably climb out of the river through the edges, you can always let the current take you until the current calms down. The only thing you need to do is keep yourself above water and try not to get beat to death by the trash. It sounds like, when I say it sounds easy, but that's not. I don't think that's going to be easy to do. Yes, I also heard it. Let me throw it away. Yeah. Yeah, I have not been in danger in a flood. I was in danger in a building that was on fire. That's something I have been in. I've been in a burning building. Yes. Yeah, and the way the fire started was so stupid. You would think the one that started fire did it on purpose. So I was on a festival for the school I was attending to. It was one of those festivals they do, those school events. You see in anime where they put up what to call it, stalls with food and each class does their theme thing to attract customers and all of that. So in our building, everyone did something with a theme. So for example, ours did a bit of we did a cave kind of demonstration where we make it like you were deep underground in a cave with ambient music and all that stuff. So we had a lot of paper that was meant to look like rock. We crumbled it and painted it and everything. We used dirt on the floor, and we used a humidifier to make the room feel damp, like inside a cave. While we were doing that, 2 floors below us, a class decided to do a jungle theme. So what I did was something similar to ours, and they use paper to make like the trees in the walls, and they use a lot of leaves in the ground. They also put a lot of plants. Most of them were plastic and that kind of stuff. The thing is that particular class used also, what's the name in English? Acerrín? In Spanish is known as acerrín. Sawdust. That's the name in English. They use sawdust for the ground instead of dirt. And because the school wanted to be educational, each class had to prepare a theme to speak about. So we were going to talk about cave, the stalactites, etc. That class was going to talk about the jungle, right? But by all means it was basically a class, right? It was not really an event the student wanted to do. It was forced by the teachers. So one bright individual, this genius of a man, thought, hey, maybe if I burn this paper tree beside me, maybe the fire will get the class to be cancelled and I can go out and enjoy the festival. So this guy pulls out a lighter and set the tree beside him on fire. Yeah, he also got expelled. He got lucky he didn't go to jail. Well, he burns the tree. The tree starts to burn. People evacuate the room, but no one actually tries to stop the fire. The teacher is supposedly trying to get the students out. As the teacher is organizing everyone out of the room, the fire keeps spreading, starts burning the wood on ground, and once everyone leaves, the room is basically halfway burning on fire, right? While this is happening, everyone exits the room. On the other floors, no one is aware that the one room is on fire. And the thing is, because we wanted to make the class look good, most of the classes not only decorated the inside of the class, they decorated the outside also. So ours looked like a entrance of a cave. That means all the walls of the building are basically covered on flammable paper. Once the fire started to reach the other rooms around it that leave the classroom, they started trying to evacuate the first floor, and then they warned the other levels. Once we got the warning, we evacuated everyone. As part of the... What would be the right name for this? I was... How do they call it in anime? The student president of the class? The one that is... the one who always gets ordered around by the teachers and is in charge of the class to lead them and all that stuff. Class president. That's it. Yeah, I was basically one of two class presidents. So I was organizing the line, making everyone leave, making sure they not start running and cause panic or crush each other against the walls or something like that. So I was one of the last persons to leave. As I was going down the stairs, verifying that no one was left behind, I saw the flames when I reached the second floor, already leaking the decorations on the second floor, and I knew they were going to catch on fire. So I stopped another 3 of the other classes presents that were still there on the second floor and told them to help me. And what we did was we went to the class right about the one that was burning and ripped all the decorations off from the walls, and with basically a little shovel, we removed all the things from the ground that could catch on fire and pushed it aside, away from the flames. Then we went down a level and started peeling the decorations off from the walls to prevent the fire from keep expanding. To tell you the truth, I believe the teachers should have done something about it. But it seems like no one among the teachers knew how to use a fire extinguisher. They didn't manage to make it work. Yeah. That year, I got full, what to call it, qualifications, full grades. I got 100s on all the classes, probably as compensation for me being the one to actually do something about it. Yes, they have instructions, but I suppose these teachers were not smart enough to actually use them. I believe, yeah, no one actually used a fire extinguisher in that occasion. The fire basically burned until the fire department got there. Yeah, me and the other class presidents got straight A's. in a lot of our grades for that event. Yeah, I saw one of the teachers trying to use the fire extinguisher, but it was not until way, way, way later that I realized what he was doing wrong. You see, to prevent the students from grabbing the fire extinguishers and playing with them, you know how children are, they put this like ring on the handle of the fire extinguishers that looks like those rings you need to pull to throw a grenade. It's basically this like safety that prevents you from using the fire extinguisher. And the teacher could not remove the safety. That's why he could not actually use the fire extinguisher. Later, I figured out how to remove it. It was actually pretty easy. I don't know if I actually had mentioned this, but I was certified as a firefighter, civilian firefighter. Later, when I was working at a corporation. Basically, the thing that happened, the reason why the teacher could not use the extinguisher, is that when you're trying to pull that ring, that pin, to remove the safety, if you at the same time apply pressure on the trigger to use the fire extinguisher, the pin, the safety, basically locks in place and you cannot pull it out. You need to put down the fire extinguisher, stop applying pressure on the handle, and then you can pull out the pin. Yeah. That was the issue. Yes, the issue was that the guy was so desperate to press the trigger to shoot the thing. He didn't realize he was basically locking the mechanism in place by the way he was handling the fire extinguisher. Yeah. So you need to put it down, pull the pin, the ring off, pick it up, and use it. Yeah. Yes, I'm serious. That's why a whole classroom got completely burned. Yeah. The guy who set the tree on fire got expelled from the school. Personally, I would have called the police and charged him with arson. Yeah. Thankfully, it was basically just that one class that got completely burned. And, well, another class also got slightly burned, just a tiny bit. And the other ones got damaged because we had to rip the decorations of the walls in a rush. So they were pretty damaged too. At least on the exterior. The interior of the class, it was okay. Yeah. Yes. By the way, the only reason I know how to use the fire extinguisher was because when I was on a corporation, it seems like when you get to certain size in my country, when a business gets to a certain size, when you have certain amount of employees, they require you to assign basically a civilian emergency force. So you had to have someone who knows first aid, someone who knows how to do basically the work of a firefighter, a security chief, and an evacuation dude, the one in charge of guiding the evacuation in case of an emergency. Yeah, and because no one wanted to do it, because you basically yeah, evacuation dude. Because no one wanted to do it, because you needed to go basically to take courses, do basic training of a firefighter. No one really wanted to do it. Basically because the course consisted of you need to learn to how to carry people on your back, how to use the extinguishers and distinguish between the different fire extinguishers. The one doing the firefighting also needs to know how to do first aid. You also need to basically be the one to clear the street, remove all the cars blocking the fire hydrants, the evacuation points, and all the stuff. And you also need to do quite a lot of physical training, because you need to be able to run, climb, carry people, know how to use what is called the firefighters fire hose, I believe it's called. Yeah. No one wanted to do it, but I kinda thought that sounded pretty good, so I joined. It was nice. The course started with basically CPR training with a dummy. That was very basic, yeah. Then we move on to physical training. We have to carry other people and run like 30 meters with a person on our back. And then do it again, but carrying a person on our back while crawling on the ground on all fours. Then we were taught how to carry people as a group. Basically, as teams. Then we were told how to use the fire hose. That thing is a monster. It's very hard to control with just one person. You need two people. At least. Yeah. Yeah, then they told us how to move as a group. They taught us how to aim the damn thing to make it actually useful. Then we did all the exercises again, the ones where we have to carry a person for 30 meters. But we had to do it blindfolded. because they were saying that chances are the smoke is going to be so thick you are not going to be able to see where you're going. So we had to do that again, blindfolded. It was very hard. Yeah. The one exercise I really enjoyed. Basically, they had these. How many floors was it? 4-story floor building. I mean, a building of 4 stories. Then they covered it on petrol and set it on fire. When they did this, there was one person on the top of the building, basically trapped on the rooftop. And they told us, okay, you need to make a team. One has to be the leader, and you are going to lead the other people into the burning building. You need to get to the rooftop, check the person for injuries. Then you are going to have to carry him back out of the building. And the leader is going to be the one to basically run into the flames first. Yeah. And the thing they gave me, well, was one single fire extinguisher. Yeah. We started to talk about it, who was going to be leader, who's going to do what. And I told them, hey, look, I don't trust on my strength to carry a person. So since no one wants to be the leader, how about I'm the leader, but you guys do need to carry the dude. So I led the group of people into the burning building with the fire extinguisher, basically opening a path for us to get to the top. At first, I was very confident on the first floor. Then I got to the stairs. We got to the second floor. Yeah, the firefighters allowed that. They told me that that's a way to do it. But usually they do that when there's more people. Because they have like a set number of people to carry the persons. And one person is responsible of cutting open the path. Yeah. So basically what they did was I was on the front with the fire extinguisher. And everyone else was behind me, forming a line. And they were grabbing me by the shoulders as I walked forward into the fire, clearing the path. We reached the second floor. At this moment, I was very confident. When we reached the second floor, that's when my confidence started to lower, because we got to the second floor. I noticed the smoke was lower. There was more smoke here than on the first floor. So I cleared the path. As I was clearing the path, I looked down the stairs behind us, and I saw the flames closing again. After I opened the path, the flames just returned. Okay, that was very scary. So, okay, I cleared the path, reached the third floor. This time the smoke is basically way too low for us to advance straight. We needed to crouch to move forward. So we crouch. We move forward with the fire extinguisher. Clean a path. On the fourth floor, it was full of smoke. You could not see a damn thing. not even crouching, it was enough. So I told them, you know what? We're going to rush this. So I caught the fire with the fire extinguisher. I barely could see the flames because of the smoke. And also the smoke starting to make it very hard to breathe. And I couldn't see because the smoke was hurting my eyes a lot. So the ladies' half of that floor, I had to do it pretty much blind. We reached the stairs. We reached the rooftop. They started checking the guy with first aid and all the stuff. And I needed to take a moment to clear the soot from my face and my eyes because I couldn't see. My eyes were watering. I was basically crying because I couldn't see. Once I kinda calmed down, I cleaned my eyes. We formed a line again. This time they were carrying the guy on their backs. And we did the exact same thing again, but backwards. All the way down to the first floor. That was awful. At first, I was very excited to do the exercise. But from floor 3 onwards, I was actually scared. Yeah. Yeah. Then there was the final exercise. That one, it was pretty nice. Generally pretty calm. If it wasn't but for one tiny incident. So basically we were in a burning building again. This time it was modeled after a market, after a mall, or something like that. So it was this low building, single story, with a basement that was burning, and we had to go from store to store looking for people trapped and that kind of stuff. Basically, we needed to get to them, check if they were injured. If they were injured, stabilize them to the best of our ability, and then carry them outside. And we had to locate everyone in the building. The thing is, the people we were rescuing were not firefighters, were other people that came here to do the same course to join the certified civilian firefighter. So they were no firefighters, and they just told them go hide somewhere. And then they set the building on fire. So we go in there using, basically we divided on 3 or 4 groups. Yeah, I believe it was 4 groups. 3 started using the fire hose to put the fire off of the building. 1 went in to rescue and try to put out the fire from the inside. And I was part of the guys that were supposed to go inside. This time, of course, in case something bad happened, there was a firefighter with us, following us. And so we went inside, we were opening path with the fire extinguisher, pulling people out. There were about 13, 14 people in the building. and we got about 8 or so. That's when the one that was leading my group, because the firefighters were telling us we were taking too long to find the people, he told us, hey, okay, we're going to split. You guys look this part of the building, you this one, etc. Right? So we divide into a smaller set of groups, in pairs actually, and we start scanning the building, right? My group finds one people, we carry him out. He was on the basement. So because the fire was blocking the stairs, I opened the path. We go in, we find it. The fire basically closes the entrance, and the extinguisher I was using, turns out is empty. We used it a little too much. So what the firefighter with us told us is, okay, you cannot go back to the fire, but there is a window there. Those windows that are basically on the level to the ground is basically more a ventilation than a window. And told us, you can go out through there. So we called the people outside. They run over to the little window. We help the guy through the window. I help my partner through the window. After I do this, they tell me, okay, come here. I jump through the window. They pull me out. I'm out. While this is happening, they are spraying the whole building, trying to put on the fire out. So basically, there is water and fire everywhere, right? So I'm pretty dirty, soak wet from the water. When I'm outside, and we see that basically we are missing 2 people still, then a firefighter runs over and tells us, okay, we found one, but we cannot get to it. Basically, the woman is trapped. We need someone small to get to it. Okay, everyone looks to look at me because I'm pretty small. So okay, I go back in the building. They lead me through a different set of stairs into the basement. Turns out in the basement there is this pipe. I don't know what it was for. Basically, there is a pipe like at waist height on the wall that goes all the way about 20 meters to another room. I suppose maybe it was some kind of boiler room or washing room, because it was a very, very big pipe on the wall. It seems the person that was hiding on the room got scared when the fire started to get a bit too strong and decided to crawl into the pipe, trying to get away from the fire. And now, while he was crawling in the pipe, the woman's clothing got stuck on wires sticking out of the pipe. So she could not get free. It was stuck halfway point on the pipe. And they needed someone to get in there, free her, and then maybe push her to go all the way to the other side, right? So, okay, they tell me, okay, you need to get there. Here is a flashlight because the pipe is pitch dark. You can barely see the light on the other side of the pipe. So I grab the flashlight, I crawl into pipe, I keep walking. Basically, I'm crawling through the pipe. To tell you how bad was it, let me see. Yes, Among Us style. Basically, imagine this is the pipe, right? That's the pipe. I'm basically, this is my head. This is my body. And this is my arms. I'm basically crawling like this through the pipe. Right? So it was pretty small. Basically, I could not turn around inside this pipe. And if for example, my pants got stuck, if my trousers got stuck on something, I would be stuck there also, because I wouldn't be able to reach down to my ankles, for example, to free myself. So I need to be very careful as I crawl down the pipe. Right? So as I'm moving through the pipe towards her, I'm crawling. I'm pretty confident. I'm checking for wires, because there is plenty of wires, loose wires in the pipe. Basically, they are like little wires, like sticking out of the, from time to time, wires like this sticking out on the edge of the pipe. What I did was, whenever I found a wire, I will hit it with the flashlight to stop the thing from grabbing onto my clothes as I crawled, right? And I'm crawling, right? As I go, suddenly I feel heat on my head, like on the top of my head. I look up with the flashlight and I see this, basically like water, this stream of smoke run past me towards the woman, like water, through the pipe on the top. Okay, that means the smoke is getting into the room and it's low enough for it to get into the pipe, right? I keep crawling. I'm thinking, okay, if the pipe fills with smoke, that's going to get really awful. We are going to drown in the smoke. So I keep crawling. This time going a little bit faster. I keep crawling. I'm like 3 parts on the way to her. And as I'm crawling, I feel water on the back, on my ankles. And then I feel the water reach my knees. And then I feel it on my elbows. And then on my hands. And then I see the stream below me run past me towards the woman. So now there is water getting into the pipe. That means the room behind me is flooding. There is smoke on the top, water on the bottom of the pipe. And as I'm crawling towards her, the water starts to rise and rise and rise. The smoke is lower and lower and lower. And I start to low-key panic. I'm trying to keep calm and keep crawling, but I'm starting to panic, right? I reach her and I start to reach between her legs. I check for the wires, I locate them, I free her, I bash the wires in. The woman starts crawling forward. I tell her, go to the other room. Don't go back. So the woman starts crawling, and I tell her to not get stuck. Be very careful. So he moves forward, and I have to sit there waiting for her to get to the end. Because if she gets stuck, I need to go after her and release her. She gets to the other end. A firefighter helps her out. And then he tells me, there is too many wires over here. Go back. And that's when I start to get very scared as I start to crawl backwards. Back the way I came. And as I crawling back, basically the water is already around this height. The smoke, that's the water, is basically around this height. The smoke is already around here. Each time I take a step backwards and crawl, the flashlight goes under the water, and for a moment I'm on pitch darkness as I crawl back. Then I feel the heat of the smoke above me, and this distance as I crawl back grows smaller and smaller. This distance starts to get smaller and smaller and smaller. For the first time in my life, I felt basically claustrophobia. Yeah, basically for the first in my life, I felt claustrophobia. Right there. And I was basically making every effort to not panic. Yeah. I reached the end of the pipe. They helped me out. And then the firefighter helped me out of the building. It seems they found the last person. And we get out. Yeah, that was probably one of the scariest moments I have felt. Yeah. I don't think a person with claustrophobia will be able to do something like that. I don't have claustrophobia, and I felt claustrophobia. You want to experience something on that level? Yeah. I didn't expect to experience that, to tell you the truth. It was completely unplanned. Yeah. By the end, my hair looked like an afro. My hair was awful. My clothes were dirty. I had dirt everywhere. My face was all black from the soot. I had burns in my body, not from the fire, but from the exposure to the light of the fire. I got like sunburns, basically. Even though I knew something like that could happen, and I purposefully wore sunscreen, I still got sunburns from the fire by the end of the course. Yeah. Oh, there was this one not other instance during the course that I think it was very memorable. Basically, they taught us how to work with a gas fire. So they basically had this gas bulb connected to nothing. What they did was open the bulb all the way up until the gas was blasting off the pipe, and they set it on fire. The explosion, the roar of the explosion, was something I never heard before. And then just the pressure from the gas made the flames roar like it was a waterfall on full volume, max volume waterfall. And I was about 25 meters away from the flame, and I felt like I was standing in front of a furnace. The heat was so strong. I could feel him like from a block away. And they told us, okay, you are going to put that fire out. Yeah, basically what they did was set the fire hose on a spray where the water goes everywhere. And they told us, okay, you are going to form a line. Basically, one guy on the front is going to step by step get closer to the fire, and the water is going to put out the flames as they come up. And once you are a certain distance where the flames is basically dead, one of you is going to crawl in between the legs of everyone else, crawl all the way to the bulb, and manually turn the bulb off. Guess who was selected to turn the bulb off? Yeah, I was the one selected to turn the bulb off. It's more about the fact that because I'm small, it's easy for me to crawl in between the legs of them. And also, I suppose the firefighters noticed that I was the one volunteering to lead. So they thought I was brave enough to do that kind of stuff. Yeah. I actually have pictures from that time. Mainly because we needed to submit proof that we did the firefighters course. Yeah. Where are they? I believe I should have it somewhere in here. Somewhere. Let me see if I can find the pictures. Not here. Where did I put them? That's a different thing. I believe if someone is familiar with the firefighter training facility, they could maybe identify the facility. Maybe. But I find it difficult to believe. Then again, I'm not planning to show anything to telling. Where is it? That's not it. I don't know where I put them. Where did I put them? I'm pretty sure we were on this computer. Did I maybe put it on a different computer? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where did I put them. It's not in the folder where I usually have my stuff. It's maybe over here. There you are. Let me find something that is not too telling. Let's see. This one is not too telling. Okay. Let me see if I can show this one. Let me copy this. Let's see. Image. This one, okay. Let me double check that there is nothing telling here. Yeah, that's looks good enough. This is moments before I had to crawl to turn off the valve. Right there. I needed to crawl basically in between their legs and reach the valve in the real wall there. Yeah. Let me see, do I have another one? Is there one where you can see the fire? Yes, there is one where you can see the fire. Let me move it over here. Not that one. This one, please. Yep. Is there another one with the fire? Let's see. There is some of the building. The issue is that there is people with the building, so I don't want to show those photos. Yeah. I have this one, but you cannot really see the flames really well. You can barely see the flames in this one. Yeah, right here. You can barely see the flames inside the window. Basically, the victim, the civilian we needed to rescue was on the rooftop, and the whole building was on fire. This one is, I believe, after the exercises. Yeah, the ones for search and rescue show all people, so I cannot really show those. Actually, maybe if I blur these faces, I could do it. Let me copy this. This one I want to show because it's the one where we were pushing people out of the little vent that I mentioned, where we had to pull a person out a little window on the ground. Let me see if I can hide these faces real quick. Let's see. Let's create size. Let me blur this also, just so there is not so much stuff recognizable. Okay, let me overwrite the image. Okay, that's overwritten. Where are you? Right here. That's when they are pushing out the guy out the window. I'm in the inside, in the darkness somewhere. Yeah, I'm down there, helping push the guy out from the little window on the ground. That was a few minutes before I had to crawl into the pipe. Yeah. Yeah, the other photos are all have people, so yeah, I suppose the pipe experience would be traumatic to some people. Yeah. There is a picture of me standing outside the burning building. Well, not burning building, the in front of the burned building. Yeah. Yeah. Me and my afro posing in front of the burned building. Yes. Yeah, there is no other picture I can really show. The other ones have too many people on them, or very identifiable locations, sadly. Yep. Ah. Stretching. Ah. Yeah, but that happened. You know what's the funniest stuff about this story? So they sent me to this course for firefighting because no one wants to do it. I go do the firefighting exercise. They take picture evidence and all that, and they tell me, okay, you need to renew your certification once a year, right? Well, my my boss's boss screwed up. The company lost a ton of money, and they fired him. And because of that, they fired my boss. And because of that, they fired me. So 3 weeks after I got my certification, they didn't have a certified person again. Yeah. You would think they would kid me, at least to keep the certification, but nope. Yeah. Yeah. I got fun. It was fun for me, even though I had a few scary experiences. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed the little course. I didn't. I did not enjoy the sunburn, but everything else was pretty neat. Yeah. Yeah, but this thing was this one of the scariest moments so far in my life. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. We can move on to the development stream. No worries.
Just imagine the scene.
Yes, just imagine the scene. There we go. Ah, this thing is malfunctioning. 1 second. That's fine, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Let me just fix the script real quick. There we go. So last time, we finished with the pathfinding, basically. I believe we did everything we need to do. They're still a bit choppy in the very behavior, but it's not so bad. Okay, so let us then do a few things. First, since we have the pathfinding pretty much solved, I need to move the code from the little bots I made to the enemy parent and make adjustments on the enemies to make sure that works correctly. So first, let me open the enemy parent. Okay, we have this, and we have our little bot. So our bot here requires, let me close that. Let's close this for now. Basically needs this to function. So let me copy this and it will be moved over here. Okay, and the cleanup also is necessary. So let's move on over here to the cleanup. Step. This is going to be the hardest one to transfer. Draw, I can ignore it. Key down, this I can ignore also. this one I need. Okay. So on room start. We put the initialize. And now to step. Here I need to add the basically the code over here. Okay. Collision, I believe I'm not really using it, so I can delete that one. This is what selects the next position to move to. So this one is going to be necessary. This whole code right here is what handles the movement. Now that I think about it, I don't have a code that actually checks if the enemy already reached the goal. Maybe I should set it right here. Should I make a function to compare? That's probably a good idea. Where are you? Scripts, structures, and I need my vector too. We are going to make an equals function. And it's going to take a vector 2. And what I'm going to do is check return if x equals to vector2.x and y equals vector2.y. Simple operation. Okay, if we are on that call, we can change the state. Why is this like this? Move over here. State.attack. It's that simple. Okay. I can probably set this to a function. to make things more easy to read, legible. Okay. Hmm. This is only if we are aiming to attack. Hmm. Maybe we should just set a flag. Something like I probably should move this one a little bit. Okay, and I probably should add this variable over here. Okay, so how am I going to move this over here? This is the one range that I'm using right now. Depending on if it is melee or not. Okay, this is stage to cooldown. Idle. It seems like I'm basically going to need to redo the movements from what I can see. Can I just move this over to the enemy parents? I can put the functions over here. Then again, this is just to move. To select the target is basically... I think maybe I will need to make a map of the different states that I need to make. So we can start on idle. From that we will be wandering. Wandering needs to be feeding movement. From movement or wandering, we can switch to hunting. From hunting, when we are on the correct position, we move to attack. And then we go back. That's currently the basic movement of the states of the enemy. But I feel like something is off. Yeah, this part here, it all has to do with movement, but it's three different states, and I don't feel like the movement right now really does what I want it to do. Yeah, I think I need to make a better map than this. This is a bit too simple. Let's see. Okay, we start with idle, right? First we start doing nothing. Then what I want to happen is the enemy then will move towards a different state. That would be wandering. I have something right here. I have something right here. Okay, from there, I also want it to go back to idle if no enemy is found, right? From wandering, if it finds the enemy, then we need to move to hunting. So from there we move to hunting. From hunting, when we are in the correct range, we need to move to wind up. So this goes to wind up. And then from wind up, it should move to the attack itself. And from there we move to the wind down. And then we return to hunting. Right? That's supposed to be cycle. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Here we are in idle, and we change to moving. This is basically wandering. I believe I no longer need this. Okay, let me comment this real quick. Okay, so need to set a range to move to. So I can actually reuse this if as it is. Hmm. Hmm. I'm thinking, okay, I'm supposed to select a random position in the room here to move to. And I'm thinking, what happens if this selection selects a spot that is blocked by a wall or something like that? So I need to verify that this position is not obstructed. That probably means I need to check here. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. For that, I believe it would be better if I do something like inside the idol. We select a random range. Right there. Then we use the grid dot to grid position with the wander target. So this is the wander target position. Okay. Now what I want to know is if the grid in the position get this is under 0, that means you can reach it. Why are you complaining? I need to specify the grids. I can just set this to variable grids. All right, I cannot know it. I cannot structure that like that. Okay. Oops. Grid dot this. Then we change the state to moving right here. I should select a target that is valid. So now that we selected a valid target, we in the grid we set target to our target right here. And over here, the only thing we need to do is move. Right? That should be valid. Let's see. I'm going to grab the room. And I'm going to add one enemy. Enemy Sokto. Let's put it over here. Hello? Nothing is working. Lovely. Quite literally, nothing is working. Let's see. Probably because I didn't move this function also. I need to move it over here to the grid. That should make it so this guy is... He seems to be doing nothing. Let me set the debug to true, just so I can see what's happening. For this, I'm going to grab this one, I believe. Okay. Oh, it's maybe because... Wait. In what state does this guy start? State idle. Yeah, it should be triggering. Hmm. Did I maybe... No, I believe I did it correctly. Yeah, this is a new parent. The bots are not moving because I removed this code right here. What's happening here? Okay. Let's see. Let me clear this. The first thing I want to know is your current state. Let's see. Get states prefix. And I'm going to give you a state. Let's see. In what states are you? You are on idle. Okay. And you are not switching. Okay. Then I want to know. What's your counter at? Let me see a step. Not this. Here, this counter right here. First rate. What's your counter? At string F rate. Please. Okay, so F rate is actually triggering. I can see it right there. Huh. Okay, F rate is triggering. Is it maybe this? Nation, maybe? I want to know the sex. Is why. It crashed. Execution error. Oh, I see. String. Okay, the values are changing. Okay. What about this evaluation? Let's see. Okay. It crashed. I see. This thing was not set. So I need to grab this variable right here. Okay. Huh, it's always returning false. For some reason. I see, it's not triggering because of this. Okay, okay. Okay, that's our flag right there. I want to know the value of this. So, value of this. Okay, so the flag is this. I want to know the value of that, so okay. Hmm. That's interesting. Oh, I see. Because okay. I see what's the issue. This needs to be minor or equals to 0. Right there. That means this also needs to be minor or equals to 0. Okay. Let's see. That should trigger. There we go. Now it's moving. To random locations, but it's moving. Okay. That all seems to be working correctly. F-rate is not being really used anywhere else, so let me move this one. So inside idle. So it's not just counting down, counting every frame for no reason. Now that we are moved, I need to check if pathfinding on. We go back to idle. Something simple. Also, I need to switch the direction. So I believe I had a function that determines direction. Is it calculate direction? This one? You can do it like this. Let's see. That should make it so it's not quite working as I expected. Let's see. There it is. I have a different one to check for directions. this uses a specific direction. This uses speed. Let me see if this one works. If not, I'm going to need to make a new function. It doesn't work. X previous minus X. The other way around. X minus previous X. If we are moving to the right, this should be positive. So that would be this right there. If not, this should be negative. And we do the same for the Y. Maybe that will fix it. Let's see. Ah, it crashed. Was not X previous built-in variable? Oh, great. I see. For some reason, it has an extra S. That was the issue. Okay. Oh. It is kinda working, actually. It kinda is working, not quite. Especially not for the player. Let me switch this. I believe I missed one. Maybe that's the issue. The player is not working. The enemy is working perfectly. The issue is more with the player. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Here I'm using plus plus to move vertically and horizontally. Hmm. I believe it was a function h speeds right here. Let me check what is this real quick. Okay, let's see. You lean proprietary license canal defines the movement speed on the x-axis. Okay, so maybe I can use this over here instead of modifying x directly. I could say h speed to -1. And here we just mark HP to 0 and B speed also. H speed -1 plus 1. Y speed to -1 and theta plus, let's see. Wow. Now we have a dancing octopus on the top left, a vibrating octopus doing the shake, just shuffling over there. Let me undo this. Okay, this looks good. Let's give it a try. Just to make sure the issue got corrected. Nice. Okay, the Wonder seems to be working fairly well. The only issue is that there is a bit of clipping with the objects. Just a tiny bit. Maybe because the octopus is a little bit bigger than the boxes that I was using as a reference. Let's see. That issue would be on marking obstacles. On mark objects right here. We have this star that I'm setting up left and down right. I believe that I can modify over here, up left. I can set this value right here. For these ones also. Okay, that looks good. And now what I need to do is maybe set a obstacle distance. Let's set it to 1 by default. And here I will just set this obstacle distance right there, and on our little octopus on creates, let me inherit, and I just say grid dot obstacle distance. I will set it to 2. Maybe that will help. Nice. It seems he's helped quite a bit. I don't see him running into anything so far. Wow, that's working surprisingly well. Wow. Yeah. It takes a bit for it to select a position to move to. It makes it look very natural. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, I would say. He seems to be getting stuck on the bots a little bit. But it looks pretty nice in general. Quite nice, quite nice. Okay, the pathfinding seems to be working. That's for the wandering. I no longer need this. Codes. Now this code ended up pretty clean, I would say. The next issue is doing the state of hunting. That's going to be interesting. Oh. Okay. So what I need to do here is for the state log hunting, the target is going to be the player, basically. So oh. Basically I need to make targets for hunter target. That's going to be the player. but I need to transform its position to grid position. Object player. I can probably comment out this. Okay. So that's the target. With that target, we simply call grid dot set targets, and that would be with each target. And then we move. But I don't want to be making this every time, so maybe I will use save rate for this too. So we have this to check for the position of the player. "60" is basically 1 second. So this will check for the position of the player every second. Maybe I could make this every 2 seconds. This will make it move, and we need the change rear verification after moving. And when pathfinding is done, we change to wind up. We face the player, face target. Actually, it's already doing it here, so I just change to wind up. Here it faces the player and attacks, and then it winds down. Okay, I will set this to hunting, just to have a way to trigger the state. So now it's moving. Once it completes, it jumps directly to wind up. Wow. Now it's stuck in a state of infinite attacking. Going down. Do we set the states at some point? Animation ends. Going down, we return to hunting. Okay. So we jump back to hunting over here. Okay, I probably should change this pathfinding to false. That way it will not trigger the wind up again immediately. Let's see. So it's moving. moves, reach a location, aims attacks, going down, wind up. It's stuck in attacking modes for some reason. Maybe it's because... Should I change this save rate to, I don't know, 200? To make sure this triggers? Let's see. Moving. And move to the location. Attacking. Winding down. Hunting. Nice. Did you get stuck? That does not seem to be working. Let me add a few zeros here just to see if I can determine exactly what's happening here. Wind up, attack, wind down. Hunting. Okay. Oh, he's stuck right there. I see. Okay, that is working. Hunting. It's getting stuck with other enemies, it seems. It's working, technically. It just kinda gets stuck on other enemies, sadly. Kinda. Yeah, right now the change of direction of the player is a bit broken because of the changes I did. Seems to be doing pretty well, I would say. Ouch. He likes to attack at point blank. It actually follows you when you are moving around and it's preparing to attack. You see that? It actually changed directions. That's not something I did on purpose. Ouch. Yeah. Okay, that seems to be working pretty good, I would say. Ah. That's also a pretty nice compact code right here. Yep. Now the only issue is going to be the slime. And I believe these are not really necessary anymore. Yeah. These two are not really necessary. And this one that calculates motion using the pathfinding is probably not really useful either. Okay, let's see if that didn't break anything. Okay, it seems to be working fairly fine, which is nice. Okay, let me fix the player a little bit because right now it's not really working as intended. Hmm. Okay, here I can make a switch real quick. Where was I checking directions? Check. Check there, right there. I don't need this. Check. Are we checking directions anywhere else? Nope. Okay. So what I'm going to do is something very simple. Actually, this is going to be to be an if. Maybe I could make this a little bit more clean. Well, whatever. I'm going to put it on ifs. If less there equals there dot less. If right, this is going to be right. If up, this is going to be up. And finally, if down, this is going to be down. As simple as that. That should fix the issue. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, no more side steps, sadly. It really gets stuck there, huh? Wow, attacking at melee? Really? Okay, let's see. Over here. Nice, it says, because it's checking just for bots. Place meeting can receive an array, right? Or just an object? Array. Yeah, it can receive arrays. Okay. So I can just call get collisions right here. That should fix the issue where he's getting colliding with some stuff, shouldn't? Yeah, now it's ignoring the bots. Ah, I missed that timing quite badly. Ah, I forgot. You cannot parry a bubble. Whoops. Whoops. I need to fix that at some point. Ouch. Let's see. Do we have a bomb anywhere? Thank you. Ah. Okay. Ah. Was the parry mechanic so hard to pull off? Okay. Seems the octopus is working now. The only issue I believe that is left is the fact there is no transition from moving to hunting. I believe there was it not here? Was it on the slime maybe? Distance of points. That's what I need. Okay. Distance to objects. Now that's better. This one right here. That's a nice thing to use. I will put it right here. I suppose I can set it right here. So you can switch from idle to hunting. And I will put it right here. So you can switch from moving to hunting. I like the detection range is one of the variables here, right? Yeah. Ah. Oops, I kicked my controller. And then I wonder why it doesn't work. Oops. Okay, let's just check that that actually works real quick. So it's moving. If I get close enough, it switched to attack. Now it's hunting. There we go. Nice. Nice. I do need to buy a new one. One of the buttons is not quite responding as I used to. I also kind of want to buy one that is wireless because this one is a bit annoying because I cannot really move it very far from the computer. Yeah. Okay, that seems to be working just fine. Wind up, wind down, hit and everything. Yes. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Okay, I think that's good for today. I believe that means we succeeded on the Octo AI. It's basically fully functional. That means I'm done with the octopus. Yes. Oh, you're right. It's almost time to end. Let me add here, I need to fix the eye movement for the slime before I forget. Yeah. I think I'm not going to release a prototype for this one. Actually, let me add this to one of the tasks over there because it's kind of important to fix the slime. Yeah. So let me not call this solved until we have the slime issue fixed. Yeah. At least we finish this right on time. Yes. Okay. So let's stop here. We will continue this next time. Let me go to my room.
How did a person qualified to be a teacher not?
Wow. Okay, I can close this. Yeah, I got it right on time. Yeah. By the way, yeah, that's a good question. I finished dyeing my hair just to finish the story. I did end up with a white color. It just slightly darker than the white I wanted. So it's white bordering on gray, but it's unmistakably white. Yes. The thing I didn't like is that it has this weird yellow undertone. For example, this hair from my model has purple and blue undertones. The one I got with the dye is one with yellow undertones. It doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good, actually. It's just not what I was aiming for. Yeah. It looks good. Yeah, it could have been worse. Actually, I was expecting, if it didn't end as I expected it, if I didn't get the color I wanted, I expected to get a blue undertone, like the one I have in the model, or in the worst case scenario, get a pink undertone, kinda like a strawberry yogurt. Yeah.
Hola.
Hola. Hola, hola. Bienvenido. Llegaste justo a tiempo para ver el final. Yeah. Aprovechando que llegaste. Sí, me imagino. Al inicio del directo estoy platicando que he estado en situaciones. He estado en un edificio en llamas 2 veces. Uno cuando estaba haciendo entrenamiento de ¿cómo se llama? Para una compañía porque requerían empleados que tuvieran capacitación de bombero por ley, y hice un entrenamiento de bombero. Entonces, durante el entrenamiento estuve en un edificio en llamas. Mostré algunas fotografías de cuando estuve en el entrenamiento, por si quieres ver el bot del directo. Y también platiqué que antes de recibir este entrenamiento, cuando estaba en la preparatoria, en la escuela, durante un festival hubo un incendio, y como yo era básicamente como uno de los presidentes o como un líder de la clase, me tocó, bueno, fue iniciativa, ayudé a lidiar con el fuego. Yeah. Estuve arrancando decoraciones y de ese tipo de cosas para evitar que se esparciera el fuego. Fue durante un festival, uno de esos donde las clases adornan los salones con temas diferentes. Yeah. Yo estaba en un tercer piso y el incendio inició en el primer piso. A alguien se le ocurrió, como aparte de adornar las clases, los salones, teníamos que dar una clase sobre el tema de cómo lo adornamos. Por ejemplo, mi salón fue adornado como una cueva y tuvimos que dar una clase sobre cuevas y estalactitas. La clase que se incendió estaba dando clases sobre la jungla y su salón estaba decorado como jungla. Alguien que quería librarse de la clase tuvo la brillante idea de, si quemo este árbol de papel maché que tengo a un lado, puedo causar que cancelen la clase para yo poder ir a disfrutar el festival de la escuela. Entonces agarró un encendedor de esos de los que usan para cigarros y quemó un árbol de decoración. Y así inició el incendio. Al final terminaron expulsando a ese alumno. Yeah. Sí, y si quieres ver, nadie salió herido. No, nadie salió herido. Nada más se quemó ese salón y tuvimos que arrancar las decoraciones del segundo piso y del primer piso para evitar que se esparciera el fuego. Yeah. Él estaba practicando a Ricardo. Como un maestro no halló cómo quitarle el seguro al extinguidor para tratar de apagar las llamas. Entonces, como no pudieron usar el extinguidor, no se apagó el fuego hasta que llegaron los bomberos. Yeah. Sí. Pero ahí más todo salió bien. Si quieres ver, mostré, creo que fueron 3 fotografías de mi entrenamiento del curso de bomberos. Yeah. por si quieres ver las fotografías en el bot. Yeah. It's a nice story. Very normal. Well, I wouldn't call it normal. Sí. Ah, sí. Yeah, the claustrophobia vibe was pretty intense. Estaba platicando a Ricardo que hubo un momento durante el entrenamiento donde, como usaron a los mismos estudiantes del curso como actores para que jugaran de víctimas durante el incendio, básicamente incendiaron un edificio y le dijeron a los estudiantes que se escondieran adentro y otros estudiantes tenían que entrar a rescatarlos. Uno se asustó, una mujer se asustó y por el fuego que estaba muy fuerte y se escondió adentro de un tubo que conectaba dos habitaciones. Me imagino que era una lavandería o algo, porque tenía una pipa bien grande, un tubo grande donde se escondió, pero se atoró adentro porque la pipa tenía como alambres saliendo de la superficie y se atoró en su ropa y la mona quedó atrapada. Y como necesitaban a alguien, a una persona pequeña para entrar a ayudarla, a desatorarla, me tocó entrar a gatas a la pipa a rescatarla. Y para esto el humo empezó a entrar a la pipa, entonces sentí el calor del humo pasando sobre mi cabeza a medida que entraba a gatas en la pipa. Y luego de repente sentí agua en mis piernas. Y es porque la habitación se estaba inundando, porque los de afuera con los mangueras de bombero estaban echando mucha agua en mi área y se estaba inundando la habitación. Entonces entra el humo desde arriba, el agua desde abajo, y empecé a ver como poco a poco empezaba a bajar el humo y poco a poco subir el agua. Fue la primera vez en mi vida que sentí claustrofobia. Yeah. Fue una experiencia bastante intensa esa ocasión. Yeah. Yeah, pero ahí logré rescatar a la mujer atrapada y tuve que salir caminando hacia atrás, a gatas, gateando hacia atrás, arrasándome. Yeah. Y como la pipa no tiene luces, tuve que entrar con una lámpara de mano que cuando iba en reversa se sumergía en el agua porque ya el agua me llegaba a los hombros. Entonces, cada cierto tiempo, cuando sumergía la lámpara, me quedaba sin luz, iba gateando a oscuridad, con el humo encima y el agua poco a poco cerrándose. Que... Yeah. Son experiencias interesantes. Yeah, those are some quite frightening experiences. Yeah. Yep. Ok. Pues entonces voy a por aquí. Necesito ir a cenar. Ahí está el bot, si quieren verlo. Okay, I will go have some dinner now. Yeah. I will see you guys on Thursday. Los veo el jueves. Yeah. Perebot. Perebot. ¿Qué significa eso? Perebot. Ah, bot. Bot is video on demand. Video en demanda. Sí. Yeah. Está bien, está bien. Ahí está por si quieres ver las fotografías. La historia la conté en inglés, entonces probablemente te perdiste muchos detalles, pero luego la vuelvo a cantar en español. Yeah. Yep. Ok. Buenas noches. Me retiro. Good night. Bye bye. See you on Thursday. Los veo el jueves. Night night. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Ok. Bye bye. Good night. Adiós. Nos vemos. Bye bye. Creo que voy a hacer unos clips. Voy a hacer clips de el bot para tener los videos de las historias que voy contando. I think I'm going to make some clips of the bot so I can have the story more available. Maybe I will add subtitles. Yeah. Ok. Bye bye. Buenas noches. Adiós. Bye bye.